Hello guys, it's me Toby here. I'm coming here to today's video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can create a form. How you can create a form to capture leads information. Form to capture leads information. For instance, if you want to generate leads, alright, if you want to generate leads on platforms like Quora, platforms like Naira Land, you know, and you want to follow them up via the email marketing means, you need something to get the details. So that's where forms comes in. Creating a form helps you to get the details so you could do a follow up. All right, so you can do a follow up. It's a form of having a funnel. Okay, so for those who does not know how to maybe create a funnel and you just want to get the details, you don't need them to, they don't need to read anything. All you just need for them is, since you want to be giving out something and you want them to input their email address or their name, then you want to capture the details. Okay, for instance, also if you are giving out a free book, like I explained in my previous video on how to generate leads or how to sell your books on Quora. If you're a KDP publisher, for instance, you're selling to the US audience, and a platform like Quora, we have a lot of foreign prospects there, all right, foreign profiles. In fact, basically, yeah. So if you're giving out a kind of free ebook, okay, if I have a book published on Amazon and I want to give them a free version of that ebook, let's say a few chapters of the book as my lead magnet, it will be very, very easier when I get the details so that I can do a follow up. Okay, if you're a Nigerian publisher, you won't be able to bring them to your WhatsApp. So that's why you want to do a kind of follow up whereby once they input the details, you can follow them up via the email marketing system. So that's why we'll be creating a form. You need to learn how to create a form to get the details, and you can take them up for email marketing to know if they've gotten the book, just to follow them up. So we'll be learning how to create a form and we'll be testing the form. Okay, so before we get started, if this is your first time coming across this channel, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and also turn on the notification bell. All right, and you really need to watch this video to the very end because I have something for you at the end of this video. So you need to keep watching and make sure to implement everything you'll be taught. All right, everything you'll be learning in this video. So guys, let's get started straight to the point. So now we have different forms. Okay, we have different form builder, online form builder, but I think one of the best which I would recommend is cognito forms. Like, we have the Google forms, we have cognito forms, we have type forms. They are just, we have the list. Now the thing is, when it comes to Google forms, there are some things you cannot do. All right, with Google forms you can only take down information, but you can't do more than that. But when it comes to a platform like cognito forms, using cognito forms, you can get the details, all right, and deliver a response to them in their email. It's either you give them a response, it's either you deliver the offer you have for them. It makes sense when you promise someone, I'll be giving you a free ebook on how to do this. If you're targeting Nigerian, all right, and maybe you're promoting a product or you are selling a product and you want to give like a free, a lead magnet. It could be a free video of that product or a free ebook that explains that product. Meanwhile, within that product, you've explained where to get the complete product. If you're writing a book, for instance, an ebook, within the ebook, there will be a link. I told you how you can add embed link within your books in my previous videos. So go to my YouTube channel and you check the video on how to sell your books via Facebook if you're a KDB publisher. And it's the same thing if you're online entrepreneur, if you sell anything on digital space, you can still apply the same method. Okay, so with cognito forms, the moment they sign up, the moment they input the details, the lead magnet, which is the free offer you want for them, which you promise them, will be delivered immediately. Let's say it works. So the website is cognitoforms, cognitoforms.com. All right, can you see that? Cognitoforms.com. So Cognito Form is an easily built, powerful forms. It's an online form builder. So if you're a beginner, the first thing you need to do is to get started. All right, you want to sign up for free, and don't forget you need to set to browser to desktop site. All right, so make sure your browser is set to desktop site. So you need to toggle that on. Then the next thing you need to do is, now we have different options here. If you want to sign up, we have the sign up with Google. Now sign up with Google simply means that you're signing up automatically with any of the Gmail logged into your phone. Are you getting the point now? If you have about 10 Gmail accounts on your phone, and if you select sign up with Google, it will redirect you to a page whereby you will choose from that list of 10 Gmail accounts. All right. Now, if you're signing up with Facebook, it will only link you to your Facebook account that is already registered and logged in your phone. You have to choose an account. If you have more than one account, but I don't advise going with Facebook. Then, if you want to sign up with email, you have to register, like input your email address. You will need password and all of that. But I always prefer going in with signing up with Google because that one is just automatic. You know, sign in. It's very easy. You don't have to, should in case you forget your password, but the moment you know that you have a Gmail account, there's no how you get a phone you won't log in your Gmail account. So it's pretty much best advice whenever you want to do maybe make use of a platform like this, you need to log in your Gmail account so that whenever you want to sign in into platforms like this, it should just be automatic. All right, so I would go for sign up with Google. You may want to select sign up with email. You see, you type in your name, email address, organization name, and please make sure that the organization name and your email address corresponds with the email you're using on any of the platforms you want to get the details. If you want to get the email address and name from Quora, make sure the name, because this is what we call building a brand. So you're positioning yourself properly. Make sure the name corresponds with the name you have on Quora. If you're selling a Nigerian product, maybe you're selling a course, you don't really have a problem with that, all right? But it's still best advised whenever you have the same details, okay? Let the name correspond with each other. If you're having the same name on Naira Land, maybe you want to, affiliate for a product, or you just, it's all about posting and people will come to your DM or people will click your link. So make sure it is the same name. Should in case whenever you are sending them the lead magnet, it will deliver in their Gmail. All right. We have two ways doing that. So I'll teach you both ways, both methods. So that's why you need to watch this video to the very end. Are you getting the point? So the thing is, make sure you're using the same details all through. Your name should be the same with the organization name. All right. If you publish a cookbook on Amazon, make sure that that is the niche you established on Quora. All right, that make sure that is the same niche you established on any of the platforms you want to generate leads from, even on Facebook. But Facebook, you don't need to give them a page to sign up, all right? Because Facebook, the way I explain Facebook is like a one-on-one interaction, all right? As if you're affiliating for, even if it is your book, the way you're positioning yourself, like you read a book, I explained that in the Facebook. So just, well, I will help you to list all the links to the previous videos regarding how to generate leads so that you would understand better. All right, I've made 3 videos based on that. So if you're selling a book on Amazon, if you sell any product, you would be able to go through those videos and implement very well. All right. So the next thing you want to do is, like I told you, I won't be using the sign up with email because filling all those things, I won't be doing that. I will just use sign up with Google account. So I want to go in with Google account, sign up for free, sign up with Google. I will just select any of the Google accounts I have here. All right, so I will use Olua FB. Okay, so can you see I didn't have to input any details, nothing. All right, so automatically I'm signed in. So that's it. Now, the first thing you want to do is, don't forget when I mentioned to you that you need to make sure the names, everything corresponds with each other. So the first thing you need to do is come here. All right, so you have to zoom in. Okay, click on your name. So you want to click this box. So you want to click your name. So go to my account. So that's the first thing, you need to go to your account and make sure everything is set up properly. All right, if you remember while signing up, the organization name, it asks us to fill in the organization name. So you come here to change everything here. Are you getting the point now? So don't forget your email address, everything should be intact. Now the first name, I won't be using the but. Like I said, your name should correspond with each other. I mean, with the names you're using or the platforms you're bringing them out from. Okay, so I will just leave this like this, but let me just put in something like let me change the name to like a company name. So let's say I'm using music code. All right, and my last name should be Tech, musical tech. So once you're done with that, or you want to, the next thing you want to do is, before you scroll down, come to organization. Okay, you can see organization here. All right, so tap this name. Okay, so it's going to load. The moment you change your name there, it will reflect here. As you can see, it's reflected already. Musical tech. So now this is the default reply to email. This is the default reply to every emails you'll be sending out. All right, because the moment they sign in, the moment they opt in for your offer, this is the email that will deliver the lead magnet, which is the free whatever you want to give them. It could be a VSL or ebook. So come here, come to organization name. As you can see, Olua FB. So you need to change it as well. Edit. You can see edit. So click the edit button. Now you want to change the organization name to Music Code Tech, the same name you used, Music Code Tech. So once you're done with that, then you can decide to change your default email. So you should know that. Save. So can you see now? Our organization name has changed from from Olua FB, and also our profile name has changed to Musical Tech. All right, so we're good to go. We're good to go. So that's our organization name. Then come back, click here, go to my forms. So as you can see, you don't have any forms. All right, so but you have lots of possibilities, which is not actually a lie. Yeah, that's the basic truth. So the next thing you want to do is, now you want to create a form. All right, so you see, before you do anything, even if you want to build a website, you must have a template in mind. Are you getting my point now? So that's why for web developers, they have someone we call UI UX designer that will give them a template, visuals of what they want to achieve. So in this case, or in this context, you will, you'll be using a template. You can either build from scratch or make use of a template. So if you want to build from scratch, all you need to do is just to play with the interface. You understand how to use cognito forms. Play with the interface. Are you getting the point now? But to make this video very fast, because we still have a lot of things to cover, I will be building using a template. So that's why I said you must have a kind of visual in mind what you want to achieve. Now, what we all want to achieve watching this video right now is just the name and the email address, and we have templates to help us achieve that instead of us wasting time to build from scratch. All right, so let's get started. Click the new form button. It's going to display start from scratch or choose a template. You can either start from scratch or choose a template, but there's no time to be wasting. You don't have to stress yourself. Just go to choose a template. So it's going to display different types of templates. Different types of templates. You have application forms, and you can still view more. All right, but we're not interested in application forms. For instance, if you're giving out, let's say you have a position in your office or in your company or organization, and you want to give out, you have some, how should I call it? You have vacancy, all right, which you require some persons, to display their expertise to fit in. This is for you. So you can decide to use this application form so that you give them the form because you want to have the details, you want to collect the data of everyone working with you so they can fill this form. Then you review the form. All right. So that is that. For contact form, okay, you just want to get contact, and you can see under contact form we have something like ebook. As you can see, this ebook download, you can make use of this. This is one we'll be going with. It's either because we're giving out ebook, and as you can see, this form we only have the name and the email address. So it was because I already had it in mind that what I wanted to do with this form is just to collect the email and their names. Are you getting my point now? So we'll be making use of this. You can also edit this if you're giving out a free video. All right, so that's that. Ebook download. So I'll be making use of this ebook download. This one is emergency contact. There's no time once we get what we're looking for. So click the ebook download. So that's the one we'll be making use of. All right, so ebook download, you can see it. All right, you can see the ebook download. Then go up, come to this red button, use this template. The orange, whatever. Now you need to give it a title. All right, title. So what's the title? If the book I want to give out, it if I published a book on Amazon, for instance, now, and the title of the book is Cookbook for Beginners, I mean Cancer Diet Cookbook for Beginners, I will just, and the ebook I want to give out is Cancer Diet Cookbook for Beginners, I will just write the same thing here, Cancer Diet Cookbook for Beginners. All right, so it could be free guide because you promise them to give them for free, to give it out for free. If I'm giving out a video, free video on, are you getting it now? Because the title will appear in your page. So you need to make sure you structure your message very well for proper positioning. If Now let's leave Amazon. If you're an affiliate marketer or a digital marketer and you're giving out a free video to explain the particular product you're promoting, just write the title of that free video here. All right, so let's say what I'm giving out is a book on how to make money. All right, maybe I have a course that teaches how to make money, so I'll just say free guide, or let's say beginner's guide. So let me use this beginner's guide on how to make money online. All right, so if probably this is what my article is centered about, so beginner's guide on how to make money online, then you come here to save. I hope you're following. So good. Now just exit this. I will explain this one to you later. The following features of this form are not available on your current plan, which is multiple email notifications. I will explain that to you. Exit. As you can see, in this page, we have three tabs. We have the build tab, we have the publish tab, we have the entries tab. Now, the build tab is where you edit everything. I mean, all the text in your template, the box, where you bring in box, where you assign values, everything. Now, the publish tab. Now, let's click publish. Now, the publish tab is just like when you finish creating a website or designing a website and you want to preview it. All right, so the publish tab is where you publish your form. All right, any work you do here, the publish tab is where you publish your form. As you can see, this is how our form looks like under the publish tab. Or can you see, or the publish page rather. So you can see it, how our form looks like. So here under the publish tab, we have also two sub tabs here, which is the publish code and style editor. Now the first one is publish code. As you can see, under publish code, we have something like embed in your site. So let's say after creating this form, all right, so that's why I said cognito forms has a lot of crazy features which even Google form does not even have. Are you getting the point now? So if you want to publish this, if you want to make use of cognito forms in your website, they have actually given you instructions. Copy and paste the code below in your HTML. When you copy this code, this script, it will be in your HTML. Just copy it to your HTML, and once the site goes live, the form will be there. So that anyone that fills the form, right, yours is just to come to your entry, to the entries tab, you will see it. So if you are embedding this into your website, whenever someone fills the form, just log into your cognito account, all right, because you're embedding a cognito form to your website. So just log into your cognito account, switch to entries, you will see the details there from your website. Are you getting the point now? So that is what we have, copy and paste the code. So that means even if you don't know how to build forms using HTML, or you just want to have it the easiest way, just design a form here, embed it in your HTML embed it in your website or landing page. All right, so and you're good to go. Then the second one is share a link. Use this URL link to link to your form. Now this is the one we'll be going for, because why? If we'll be embedding this link to the platforms we want to generate leads from. All right, so that's how it works. You understand better when we continue. Style editor, click style editor. Now as you can see, you see all this design, all right, all these fonts, everything you see here, the way the box is, the email notification, the way the get my free ebook box, the blue color, the blue background and the white color, everything you're seeing there, it's done under the style editor. Okay, so let's say if I'm starting from the header now, all right, I can decide to upload the logo. So if you have a logo, if you have a company logo, you can decide to upload your logo here. Okay, so if I decide to bring in a logo now, do I have any logo I can at the moment? So let's see. So let's assume for instance, okay, so let's say this is my logo. Let's just use this guy's logo. Let's make use of this. Only files smaller than 0.5 MB may be uploaded. Okay, good. Now what they're trying to say is you can upload files higher than 0.5 MB. So what you need to do is, if your logo, so that's why anyone that is designing your logo, tell them this is what you want to achieve. Or you go, or just search on Google file compressor. So you want to compress the file, okay? So you upload the logo. Have you seen? So you reduce the file size of your files. So that's what you do. Then you upload your logo there, you save it, and you bring it here. Okay, but for now I don't need the logo, but I mean to have a standard. Okay, you want to deliver something to them, so you might need to bring in a logo. Let me check. I think let me bring this to real life. So yeah, let's go to documents. No, it won't be here. Okay, so let me make use of my logo now. So musical tech. So let me use this. So can you see now it's uploaded? So can you see my logo? All right, so can you see the logo now? It's reflected. So the logo alternative text, you don't need it. Then I want it to be centered. Yeah, to be in the center, the alignment, layout. You can leave the layout like this. All right, or if you want to make it side by side, can you see? If you want the logo to be like this, and that's how it's going to display. Or you want the logo to be at the top. Say logo only. Okay, you want the logo to be at the top. So can you see? So, and also I think that's all. So we're done with the logo. Then the next thing is the form itself. All right. So the next thing is the form. So we want to make any changes here, you're good to go. So just play around everything you have here. If you want to go to the page background, as you can see, the page background is what's the color called? If I want to change the page background, can you see? So if I'm changing the page background, all I need to do is just to change it and save. All right, but I won't be making use of the logo. Okay, so I don't need the logo. I'm just showing you that you can actually import your logo, explaining all the tabs you have here. So the next thing is I won't save this, so I will move to entries. It will ask me to save but discard changes. I'm not saving it. So under entries, as you can see, it's preparing, loading, no entries found. All right, and as you can see, the tab, the status should be completed or submitted. Okay, you can see it here, and the name, it will display the name and it will display the email address. Okay, so you can add entries here by yourself automatically. All right, but it is, you want to generate leads, so you are not the one to start adding entries here manually rather. So it will be done automatically. So let's figure out how we can achieve everything. So I think I'm done explaining everything we have here. So go back to build. It's car changes. Go back to build. So you see, we're not going to waste much time at all since we've explained everything. So you can see beginner's guide on how to make money online. Then please note, to automate sending your ebook, attach it to the confirmation email under submission settings. Please ensure your email address is in the form field. To automate sending your ebook, attach it to the confirmation email. That one is simple, but let's get started first. So now I clicked on beginner's guide. If I want to change anything here, this everything. See, if you click on any of the informations we have here, just come to the left panel. All right, you will see all the details, everything you need to change. All right, don't forget we're not editing, we're not styling anything there. Just to change everything you have here, you can bring in another box, build, just like when you are building with HTML and you are styling with CSS in the publish page. So that's about that. Now beginner's guide, if you click beginner's guide, come to this side, you can change it. You can change the title, but we're good to go. Leave the description unless you have something else to include. Leave all these ones. All right, so the next thing is now complete this short form. All right, click. Yeah, this one is just internal, so that one is not, this one will not display, because if you see something like this, show this content internal, that is, it can only be visible to you. It's just them telling you, explaining to you. All right, so that's why it is internal. So you just leave this one. You can decide to delete it. Okay, it's just an information. That is, if you want to automate sending your ebook, you need to attach it to the confirmation settings. This is what they mean. If I come to get my ebook, all right, so under the confirmation message, then you may decide to attach your ebook here, but I will explain how you go about that. Don't stress yourself. All right, just follow everything I will be teaching you. So now let's go to complete this short form, and we will email you a free copy of our ebook. Now once you click this, come back to the left panel and edit the text. All right, so what's the text? It is beginner's guide. So I will just type that. This one is like an instruction. So beginner's guide, it should be beginner's guide to how to make money. But let me just, we've already continued with the grammar. How to make money online. So go back. Can you see? It's reflected already. Complete this short one. We will email you a free copy of our ebook, Beginner's Guide on How to Make Money Online. All right. So we are done with that. It will always show this content. So this is the prompt here. Cognito form is very, very perfect. Show this content always, when, for rows, never. If you click never, it will never show that content, but you need this type of content to guide them. All right, so when you show this content always, it will always display. Okay, so click the next box, which is the name. Now, the name and the email box, the asterisk here means it is very, very important. Some people might just want to get in the offer without filling the details. Are you getting the point now? So that's why if they don't fill in the names and the email, they are not going anywhere. Are you getting the point? Which is very, very important, because that's when you know when someone is serious to get your offer. So when you click the name, come back to the left panel and edit. The name label, it is name, which is what you have here. If you change the label to OL, you see that it will display name. So can you see now it has displayed OL? So the only thing we're interested in is the name. So that is the label of that box. All we need is your name. And as you can see, the first and the last name. Alright. So that one is very, very important. All these things you're having here, all these options, is when you want to insert anything. If you want to shrink, now you see what shrinking does. So can you see? If you shrink, can you see the boxes are shrinking in? But just go use justify so that everything will be on the same line, everything will align together. So what do we need to change now? As you can see, the help text, leave all this. You don't need all this title, whatever. Help text, that's why I say whenever you're handling any platform, always play around it. Help text, you can say it. Now before you do this, you want to make sure you format before you even type the help text. Okay, so bold and italics. So you want to say make sure or ensure to fill in your correct name. All right, so go back. So can you see now, help text, ensure to fill in your correct names. I think we're done with that. So click the email box and also go back to the name. Let's scroll through the remaining options here. Show this feed always, that is whenever they click the form, the feed will always display. All right, so it is always require this feed always. Now this require was what I explained earlier. If you don't allow this require, the name will not be important. All right, you won't have this asterisk. If I choose never, you say that the asterisk is gone. So always you have to require the feed and leave every other thing the way it is. So come to email. Now email, just leave everything the way it is. Leave the email, leave everything. Come to help text. So the next thing you want to do is click the bold. So you can say insert an active email, not just anyhow email. In fact, an active email address, because you want to follow them up and you need an active email to do this so that you don't just be wasting your time. Insert an active email address. So scroll down, show this feed always, leave it to always, require this feed, very, very important. All right, so once you're done with that, leave every other thing. Okay, this plus button you're seeing here simply means if you want to add another thing. For instance, let's click the plus. Now the plus will display. Come to the left panel. What do you want to bring in? You want to bring in a website, you want to bring in an email, anything you want to bring in here. So which means you can use cognito form for payment. If you want them to upload any file, maybe the document that you access later, this is document file upload, whereby they can upload any document, table section. So just play around it. Cognito form is perfect for your forms. All right, so that is about that. But we are not inserting anything because we already had it in mind, the template we want to use, just the name and the email address. So the next thing is I won't be needing the update. You see, we have two boxes here. The get my free ebook, as you can see the way it is, which tells you that this is a box on its own, and we have the update box. All right, so I'm not updating anything. We are not asking them to update. Okay, so let's delete this. Yes, we want to delete. So zoom out. Now click the get my free ebook, come to the left panel to edit. All right, now don't forget there was a message that I said I'm going to explain to you, which is you cannot the current version you have, you can't do this. This is what they mean. You can't send emails more than twice. But trust me, all we need to do is just only one email. All right, we're only sending one email because we are not using cognito for email marketing. No, we're using cognito to get forms and to deliver the free book or free video we promise them. Are you getting my point now? So just come here, click the delete all of this, delete all of this. We will create our own email from scratch. All right. So now we are still working on the get my free email box, my free ebook. So that's the box. So come here now. Action name. It is the get my free ebook. That is that is the name on the button. Get my free ebook. You can say you can decide to say button text. You can decide to say download my free ebook or free video. So you go there. So can you see now? Download my free ebook. Are you getting it now? So that the moment I sign up, then I will click download so that I can download my free ebook. So you can decide to leave it as get my free ebook or download my free ebook. Leave the action name. You can decide to edit it as download my free ebook as well. But that one is just the action name. All right, so that you will know that this button, the action, it's just like commenting. If you're into web development or web designing, especially web development, you understand what commenting is. All right, you can comment using the PHP. If you're using the PHP language, you know where to bring in. If in your syntax or in your code, all right. So while typing a code or while inputting your tags or code rather, there's one thing we call commenting. We have a tag that does that. In HTML, we have the commenting tags. It's quite different from PHP and so on. All right. So that why are you commenting is because you will know what that particular code, you know what they perform. If this code is for the button, if this code is for and the sign out form, you will know. So that's why. So that is the work of commenting here, which is action name is just like commenting, so that we know that the action name is to get my free ebook. All right, so that is what the box is all about. But the button text, which is the text that will be displayed on the button, is download my free ebook. You can customize yours. I'm just showing you that it is very possible. Now, this button allow action when entry is incomplete. Now, what does it mean? When entry status, all the status, which is fill in the name, last name, email address, are all the entry status. So when the status, which is the current situation of you filling everything, is incomplete, that is when it should display. All right, so leave everything the way it is. But someone like me, and if you're a beginner, all I advise you to do is just to click this allow action box and leave it to always. All right, so that it will always be there. Okay, it will always be there on the page. Why entry is incomplete and the same thing as always, but always is complete, incomplete, the box will always be there. So just leave the box there. Or if you set it to when entry is incomplete, if you use something like when entry is completed, you won't see the box because automatically you are telling the box that okay, the action I want you to perform is when they've imputed everything. That is when they've submitted everything. All right, so that is it, but just allow the action to be there. So that's that. Now let's come back to confirmation. Now confirmation, this confirmation, now it is to confirm. After filling the form, you need to receive a confirmation message. Now confirmation message has two options. It's either to receive a message, okay, in their email address, the email they're submitting, or it will redirect them. Now let's talk about redirect first. Let me go to my Google Drive. Let me go to my Google Drive and okay. So let's say I want to, this is the book, all right? So let's say this is the book I want to give out. If I copy this link, the link to this book, if I copy the link to this book and I paste it to redirect, all right? And I paste it here. Now I've copied the link and I've pasted it here. Now, do you know what we do?
what this is going to do for me, the moment they click download my free ebook, it will bring them, all right, it will bring them, I mean, it will redirect them to that book I promised them because I've already copied the link. All right, so it will take them directly to where that book is published. Sorry, to where that book is uploaded. So automatically it will just open the book. If it is a video, it will just automatically start playing the video. All right, so the system is automated when using cognito forms. All right, all you need to do is just to give it the right prompt. So when I choose redirect, the moment I click download my free ebook, then that's what I'm getting. All right, so that is it. So if I'm using this now, so let's give it a try. I'm not sending emails yet. Change status to submitted. Leave that one. Yes. Leave the status to submitted. So as you can see now, the message has been cleared off. Can you see? There's no message here. So if you click it, see there's no message. Unlike when we click the confirmation to message, you see it's going to display message under the box, but redirect. Please take me to where the ebook is. Okay? Take me to where the ebook is. So scroll down and save your work. All right. So once you've saved your work, come to publish. Oh, let me do this again. I'm not using confirm, I'm using redirect. So let me paste that link again. Sorry, because I switched. So once you're done with that, redirect, paste the link. So that one is there. So can you see the message has been cleared? So come back, save. So now it's saved. So guys, you can still come underneath, I mean to the web page and preview what you've just designed. Okay, but we are not just only preview, we want to give it a test. Okay, so we want to test our form. So come to publish, come to publish and test. All right, don't forget what I told you about. See, this is how our form is going to look like. Can you see? Because that was the template we chose. All right, so we're good to go. This beginner's guide on how to make money, you can decide to, if you want to reduce the font, I mean the size, just click the beginner's guide. That is the header. So that is the header. So you can come here to reduce it. All right, you can take it to 22. Can you see? Reduced. So you can just save this. You can save. So this is where you save. So once you're done saving, come back to publish code and copy this link. Highlight this link or long press, copy, open a new tab. So I will open a new tab now. All right, I will open a new tab and I'm going to paste the link. Beautiful. So now let's give it a try what we've just done. So let's see, I want to use Vivian and the last name is Marie. Okay, so now I'm going to input the email address Vivian Marie and download. Can you see all the messages? Ensure to fill in your correct names. That's the guide, insert an active email address. Download my free ebook. Click this. Can you see? The moment I click download my free ebook, don't forget we use redirect. So I will just click. Now it will open the book. So which of my Gmail account am I going to make use of to open this book? So can you see? It will take me to the free ebook I promised them and they will start reading. All right, so can you see now they will start reading? So that's how redirect works. So let's check the second one. So let's go back, check the second one, go back to build. Now before you go back to build, come to entries. This is where you know the number of emails, the number of contacts you've collected. Guys, can you see? The number one status is submitted. Can you see the date and time it was submitted, when the form was filled and submitted? Can you see the name and the email address? So we're good to go. So let's go back to build. So let's go back to build. Let's go back to build. I'm checking time so that I'll make sure we don't spend much time doing this. So come back to download my free ebook. Click the box. Download my free ebook box. Now, this time around, we are not using redirect. We want to use message as a confirmation. All right. So now this message, what you need to do is click this message. All right. So you want to edit this. Now, thank you. Name that first. What does it mean? Name dot first means the name but first name. All right. I can decide to say thank you, and I want to change the feed. See, this is where you input the feed, insert feed. So I may want to say name, under name, I may decide to say last name, name dot last. All right. So let me clear this. Come back to insert feed. Click this, insert feed. So I'm decide to just make use of the email address. All right. So just email. So thank you and your email address, but it doesn't make sense. So just like if you receive an email, so the first thing you want to do is thank you and your first name, which is under name. As you can see, under name we have first name, email. So under entry we have all of these. Okay, so leave it as name dot first, which is name and first name. So thank you, Vivian. You see what we just did. Thank you, Vivian. Then edit this, check your email. Now you're giving them an instruction. That's the confirmation message. Check your email for your free copy of the book title. So you have to insert your title here. So what's the book title? Beginner's Guide on how to make money online. Okay, so we're good to go with that. Do you get? Don't include anything. If you include entry details, simply means that you want them, the moment it displays thank you, then it will display the entry detail, which is the name and email address they used in signing up. No, you have to make your work very perfect. Okay, can I add the full stop here? Then scroll down. Don't forget I deleted all the emails here. Scroll down, leave the status of submitted. Send emails, yes, because we ask them to check the email. So if you don't use send emails, they won't receive any emails. They only get the confirmation message right on the screen. So click add emails. Okay, now add emails, it will display this box where you need to fill the email. And this is very nice. Email for get my free ebook action. Now this is the action now. From, don't forget the organization name is Musical Tech. That's why you need to edit that first. And your email address is here, all right, which is coming from you. Good. So the next thing is to, you need to insert a feed here. All right, so insert a feed to the email. Now this email is the email your prospect used in, or your lead, the leads you're generating. This is the email they used. All right, so subject, can you see beginner's guide on how to make money online? All right, so the name, so leave that one. But if you know the subject is not beginner's guide, you need to edit it, but that is the subject to automatically give you this. Okay, now come to include. If you include the entry details, it will display the information in your email, but no, you don't need that. And remove this form name. The form name is the name of the form, which is cognito forms. You don't want them to know the forms you're making use of. All right, now you can, now the organization name, it is that Musical Tech. It will display your organization name. Don't forget, if you used a logo in your design, it may display the logo. But now what we're including is just the organization name, which is the Musical Tech. All right, so we don't need the sender name. The sender name is the name you used in your profile, which is the same Musical Tech. All right, so but let's go with organization name. Okay, so that's about that. Do you understand now? So now let's compose our message. All right, and welcome. Okay, you can say, hey, you're welcome. Hey, you're welcome. Below, let me zoom out. All right, hey, you're welcome. Below is the link to your free ebook. All right, to your free ebook on beginners. Right, so your free ebook on beginners guide. Below is the link to your free ebook on beginners guide on how to make money online. All right, so you now write something like click here. to download. All right, so below is the link, okay, or you can say click the text below to get your free ebook. So just customize your message. Now click here to download. Now what I love to do best is, instead of just dropping the link directly nakedly, I will just highlight this and embed the link in this text. Click here to download. All right, so that's the instruction. The moment you click here to download, come to this formatting options here. This is the link tag. Okay, so click the link tag and it's going to display this. All right, it's going to display this URL. Paste the link. So let me go back to my Google Drive and get the link to that book again. Copy link, copy link. Come here to paste the link you copied. Okay, so I'm going to paste the link here. All right, text to display. Click here to download. Yes. Now the target current window. Current window means in that same email, it will display over that email app. So that means the email app will still be there and you will be able to open it. All right, but if you try to minimize, you will not see the email. It will be showing the email icon, but you are reading that book or you are watching that video. All right, so that is current window. But I love to make use of new window. All right, so that the moment you click the link, it will just take you to a new window entirely to open the book you wanted to get. So that's about that. As you can see, the moment we embed the link, everything has changed. The color has changed, telling you that this contains a link. All right, so click save. So once you're done with that, scroll down. Now our email is active when always. Yeah, don't forget that. Leave that one. Leave everything. Come down and save. So guys, we're done saving. Come to publish. Leave everything. Come to publish. Under publish, copy the link now. All right, so copy the link. This same link, copy your link. Okay, so let's open this again. Paste it in the browser. So can you see this now? Now I'm going to fill in my details now. Let me use this email address, gmail.com. Hey, see, I'm inputting the email under this. So let me just paste that one under the email, and I will say Iyawo. That's the name. Say me. So guys, the next thing is download my free ebook. So can you see this? Thank you. Don't forget the way we structured the prompt. Thank you. First name. Name dot first. All right. Thank you. Name dot first, which is thank you, the first name. Check your email for your free copy of Beginner's Guide on How to Make Money Online. So you've instructed them to go to the email address and check the copy. Now let's go to the email address and let's see what this is all about. Everything we've done so far. So let me switch to that email. The thing is, my phone is on do not disturb, so let me take it out from do not disturb mode. So guys, I've unchecked the do not disturb mode, and as you can see, just delivered. Okay, so can you see that? Just delivered. And so just click the beginner's guide. Can you see from the organization name? Click to open. Can you see beginner's guide on how to make money online? Iyawomi. I can even decide to remove this first name. I'll show you where this is coming from. Can you see? Everything is your organization name. Simple as ABC. Powered by cognito forms. Yes, that one will be there. I just remembered now because definitely it will have to show the company's name. So that is it. So that they can also learn how to do that if probably they might go ahead with it. So you're welcome. Below is the link. So you want to click the link now. Once you click this link, it's going to open in another window. Can you see now? So just once, and boom, we've achieved this. All right, so that's how you go about all of that. So let me take my phone back to do not disturb. So we're good to go with that. Don't forget there are some things we actually did there. Thank you. Now this one is gone, and also you can actually include this in your email, in your message, that check your email address for blah blah blah. If you don't get it in your inbox, check your spam folder. It's very necessary. But as you can see, cognito forms are very, very cool. They are nice, so they don't have any problem. You can actually get it depending on your phone security as well. All right, so I think that one is we're good to go. So I think there's something I said I noticed. Come back to build. See, I'm taking my time to make sure you understood all these things properly. I mean, you understand better. So come to your download my free ebook. That's what we're working on. So I want to edit that email. So now to check your this mail. If you do not receive this in your folder, in your inbox, please check your spam folder. So you've given them different options now, okay? Now let's this email. I want us to edit something. Now, should in case it displays the same thing in your own, which definitely I believe is going to display that. Under this email, come to subject. Alright. We don't need this entry. We don't want it to display how to make money and still the first name. So let's delete this entry. Alright. So we want to delete the entry. We want to delete the entry. We want to delete the entry. Alright. So now just delete the entry. So we are not interested in the entry. Hey, good. Beginner's guide on how to make money online. Don't add the first name again. So you just see. So you notice that if you send that, all right, if you send that, you won't have something like this. You will not have something like this again. Something like this. Okay? You will not have it. So that's the only tag we just removed now. So we've removed that function. They just beginner's guide on how to make money. There's nothing like don't display the first name again. All right, so that one actually comes by default. So guys, you've learned how to create a form. Now go to entries to see the save changes. So let's go to entries and see what we've got so far. So can you see now the details? So if these people are coming from any of the platforms, you are embedding this link to your form, you'll be able to track the date, you'll be able to track the time they actually opted for your offer, and you can use their details and download them now. Add them manually on any email marketing platform you want to use and do your proper follow up. All right, are you getting the point now? Now, let's make use of Quora as a platform now. All right, a platform like Quora, so that whatsoever you learn from Quora, you can implement it on any other platform. Are you getting my point now? So now I will go to my Quora. I will go to Quora.com. Please and please, my Quora is actually opened already. So, but there's one thing I want to beg you: don't, in most cases, don't install Quora app on your phone if you want to enjoy the features, because like I said, I've created about 3 videos on Quora. The first 2 videos I used a laptop recording those videos. Why? Because there are some features I explained in Quora, how you can get questions, because Quora is a platform whereby you answer, you provide solutions to problems, and from there you can generate leads, because people feel like, oh, you know better. All right. And you can use artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, Perplexity, you can use Bar.Google to generate answers to all these questions. So I taught how you can get questions. And one thing about Quora is, and I think which other platform, Reddit, and some of those platforms like that. One thing about them is, if you answer the questions that has the most follows, if your question has about 50,000 follows, that is people that are following that question, it simply means that if you answer that question, all the 50,000 will be notified that you have answered a question. So imagine out of 50,000, if it is only 1,000 or 500 viewed your own answer, in fact, regardless of how poor your content is though, at least you have about 50, even if it is only 30 leads you're able to generate. Quora has quality traffic. Quora will give you quality leads, because no be small picking they use Quora, no. All right, so pardon my pidgin. So that's about that. That was why I said I won't be teaching you how to do all that. I will just go straight to the point here. Then you check the 3 links in the description of this video. teaches you how you can use Quora. All right. But the reason why I'm making this video for Quora is because I want you to believe that you can do everything with your phone. The previous videos, I think the first two teaches how you can use, there are some features that say you can use with your smartphone. But with this video now, we've been able to comprehend it. That's why number one instruction is don't install the app on your phone. All right. So you just go to your browser, Quora.com, log in, just follow everything I told in the video, but use Quora.com on your browser. Don't install the app. All right. So that's about that. Now, this is my Quora account. So let's say the niche I'm into. Don't forget the book I wanted to give out is about how to make money online. I'll just come to Quora and search for how to make money online. How to make money online. Though the video I said I taught, the video I recorded, I didn't even do most of this because I went straight to where you get questions with a lot of follows. As you can see, this particular question, it has 15,000 follows, 6.6k follow, 3.5k. So imagine you are answering this type of questions and all of them will be emailed. That is how Quora works. The few persons might deactivate. I don't want to receive email whenever someone answers the question because that's what I did. All right. Because every second, every minute, Quora will start, disturbing you with emails. And for someone to be following this very question simply means they want to learn from people who are here to share the experience on how to make money. So imagine you have a course or something that teaches how they can make money, or you have your own ways on how they can make money and you want to answer their question. Definitely you are indirectly telling them, once you're done reading this, you can come to me, I will show you better. All right, I will show you practical ways on how I'm able to do that. Are you getting the point now? So let's say I want to, what's the easiest way to make money online? All right, so I will just go with the first question. I'll go with the first question. Can you see? That was the reason why I said don't install Quora app, because I have the Quora app in my phone. So automatically it's just going to redirect me to Quora app. So I'm gonna delete this. So I'll come back here because because I have the Quora app, I have to open in a new tab. I want to open in a new browser. I mean a new tab still in the same browser and the same group, so that I'll be able to do this on the browser. I have the app on my phone because I have about 3 accounts on Quora. So the next thing I want to do is, what is the easiest way to make money online? I will just copy this. I will just copy this. I will go to my ai.com. I will use bad.google.com. This is another AI released by Google. You can use ChatGPT, you can use bad.google. So I'll just go with this. I'll say write an article. I can even say write a winning article on Quora. No, let's just leave it that way. Write an article. You don't need to include Quora. Write an article on the topic. What's the easiest way to make money online? Send. So bad is going to generate answers. You can use ChatGPT. You can use Perplexity.ai. They are all wonderful. Can you see? So the difference between bad and GPT is that GPT will be writing. You'll be following. But bad will just generate the article and paste at once. All right. So the next thing you want to do is come here to copy this. I'll just copy this. So once I'm done copying, I will go back to Quora. All right. So now I want to answer this question. Right. I want to answer this question. I will come to answer and I will paste my answer here. So guys, this is my answer. All right. I will paste my answer here. So as you can see, and I'm very sure this person that wrote freelance work is actually promoting something on freelancer.com. So that's why the person embedded the link right here. So can you see that? So all you need to do is just to make sure you edit everything. You want to edit. Make sure it's very nice. Okay. So that's the next thing. But now, don't forget I'm giving out a free ebook. So you can, there's a way you will read all of these and you will look for a space between, whereby you can say start making money here, highlight it, embed the link. All right, but I won't be doing all that. You need to watch the previous videos, like I said. So I'll just scroll down, and I said if you want to, you need a call to action. You can ask AI to generate a call to action. If you want to generate lead from a website and you need a call to action for so topic. So if you want to learn, if you want to learn the easiest way, this is just an example though. If you want to learn the easiest way to make money, the content are quite much. If you want to learn the easiest way to make money online, you can say get this free ebook. All right, full stop. Free ebook, full stop. Now you can now say download if your own comes in form of a report. All right, so get this free report. You can say download here. So this download, all right, this download is where you embed the link. Now note, that's why I say you need to watch the previous video. Note, in previous video, I think the very recent one, which was the third, which happens to be the third one, I explained how you can, I think even the second videos, all right, how you can embed your link, but you are not using the link to that your ebook page. Why? Because platforms like this, they don't trust any third party links. The only platform they trust so far, it is Google site. So any site that is coming outside of Google, trust me, your account is at risk. Quora may ban your account, okay, and they will even deactivate the link. That is the first thing. If they notice that the link you attached is a link to a sales page, to your product page, they will deactivate that link. So that's why you need to create a what we call breakthrough page. I explained how you can go about breakthrough page. But the reason why I'm making this video for Quora especially, it is because I taught you in that video that breakthrough page can only be done using laptop. That is, you can either go to a cyber cafe to just use a laptop. But I've found the easiest way. I mean, I've discovered the best way you can create a breakthrough page without even a laptop. So that's why I'm making this video for Quora also, so that you will learn how you can do it now with your smartphone. Just watch the other videos on how to do research on Quora, but designing your breakthrough page, content, and all of those stuffs, your Quora, use your smartphone. It is now easier. You no longer need a laptop to do research or breakthrough page. So now we need to create a breakthrough page. A breakthrough page is a page that that stands, you know, this is a page that your links you from Quora to the offer page. Now, if I'm giving out a free ebook or a free video, they will be coming from Quora. They will land on a breakthrough page, which is a trusted site, Google site. That's the site we'll be making use of. Now, from our Google site to the offer page, it is very easy. So that means that form. Now, I want to give them an offer, right? And I've created the form that I will be using to generate leads. That is why it would have been better if we use Google Forms. But with Google Forms, you won't be able to automate all those things we did using Cognito Forms. Google Forms will only help us get their data, but how many of these guys, until you go to your Google Forms to refresh, that's when you know people that have signed up. But with Cognito, you don't even need to be there. The system is automated. The moment they sign in, they will get the offer immediately. Are you getting the point now? So that's why we're using Cognito Forms. But we won't be using Cognito Forms. Excuse me. Okay, I had a little break. I had to respond to a call. Very urgent. Okay, so like I was saying, you need to create a breakthrough page, and now you can do that using your phone, but we'll be making use of Google Sites. Okay, so let's quickly do that. So the site is the website site.google.com. Okay, site.google.com. Site.google.com. So this is the site we'll be linking. This is the site that we're standing in between as a breakthrough page in between the platform we want to generate leads, and our form. All right. So now, once you make sure you've signed in your email address on your browser, so I will click blank. Okay. So I go for blank. Then the first thing I'm going to do is I will just I will leave or I will delete. Just click these ones and delete them. This site name, delete. You don't need it. Delete. Come to the left one to delete. So the first thing we want to do is we want to insert a text box. No, let's bring in our button. In the previous video, I taught inserting text box. Why didn't we make use of phone then was because I was using text box. And whenever you are typing on sites like this, it will just be copying itself. So it's not best used then. But now we'll be using a button instead of text box. All right. So the first thing is come to this side, click the button. Now, what's the name you want to input on the button? You can say click here because we are still sending them to our form page. All right. Click here to continue. Okay. So that they will click this button to continue. It will take them to the cognito form. So click here to continue, or click here to download, or click here to continue your downloads. Are you getting the point now? So once you're done with that, the link, now which link are we putting on it? Are we inserting here? It is the cognito link, the form link. Okay, it is the form link. And we can also do it this way. The link to that product, we can actually insert it here. So that if I want them to download my PDF directly, the moment they click that link from Quora, I will just bring them here. They will click, I will just change it to click here to download free report, click here to download free ebook on, click here to download free video on. All right, that's the name. But because we want to get their emails, we don't just want to take them out from Quora to download. All right, but we want to give them, we want to do a follow up. Are you getting the point? That's why we're doing all this. So the link that will be here will be the link to that form and not the link to the product. So let's go to our form and copy our link. Come back to publish. So let's copy our link. If there is nothing like form, trust me, it should just been linked to your product directly. All right. So that's how you go about that. So come back to your Google form, Google site, paste it here. All right. So that is the link. Okay. So this is the link. Insert. Now once this is done, just click on this round shape so that you can drag it. So you have to maybe zoom out to do that. So make sure your hand is there. Okay, you place your hand on that place and drag drag it drag it drag it drag it. So continue dragging. I think okay, it's normal, but let's take it to the middle. No, let's do this. So we need to drag. Good. So we've achieved that. Now there's one thing we need to do. Notice that this thing is just standing at the top. All right. So we need to bring it down a little so that at least it should be at the middle of the page. So come here. Let's insert text box. Okay. Now we've inserted text box, but I want the text box to be before the download button. So you can just highlight this. Let's say you can take this up. Alright, so I think this is where you click to take this up. This about all these dots that looks like an hamburger icon. So just press it and take it. And let's take it up. Okay, it's not going. What we need to do is let's delete it. Let's delete it. Enter site name. Wait. Okay, let's do this. So let's delete this. I think we should insert the text box first. Okay, so let's bring in the text box first. All right, so let's have the text box. Then next, after the text box, then we can bring in our button. Are you getting the point now? Yeah, that it will be better that way. So let's bring in the button. and do it again. Click here to continue. Then I'll paste the link, then insert. Alright. Now can you see now? So I can drag it, I can drag it, I can drag it. Continue dragging this. Let me zoom out. Drag it. Okay, so I think that one is normal. Still, if you still want to drag, you can drag it. Alright, so we're good to go with this. Now this text box, click the text box again, come to this other side, add another text, continue adding the text, continue until at least it gets to the middle of the page, continue. All this text box will be empty, but just to push it to the middle of the page. Alright, so you can add another text box. So I think we're good to go with this. Now click the button, now the download box, the download box, come to the left panel. Alright, you see something like this color palette. Alright, come to image. And when you click image, okay, click it again. Color palette, image, select. So you don't want to select a background, alright. So let's go with this background and select. Alright, so I think this one is nice. I think something like this is nice. Okay, so I can decide to click this, and instead of fill, I can say outline. Instead of outline, I can decide to say text. Alright, so this text, so you can leave it that way. Alright, so you can leave it that way. So at the moment they see it, they will just click the text, and at the same time you can change it to fill. Alright, so however you choose to design your own. Now this is looking very beautiful. Then how do you save? Come to publish this. Just input any web address under the site google.com. You can just say free ebook, free ebook. Alright, but it's already been taken. Free ebook 01, free ebooks. Okay, let's say free ebook Quora, so that we know it is for Quora, right? So this one is available. So don't request public search because it's not a normal website. So just publish. Requesting for public search is just like when you're doing indexing it for SEO. So you don't need that. So your site has already been published. That's the message displaying below. So how do you copy the link to this web page, to this breakthrough page? We call this page breakthrough page. Breakthrough page. Now come to this button. Now you're going to click this button. Alright, that looks like a drop down. Click it. You come to view published site. Alright, view published site. So it will view the published site. So can you see? Click here to continue. Come here, the search box, and copy. Alright, so this is my own copy box. So once you copy that, come back and go back to your Quora where you're editing your text. Alright, so now the download here, I hope you're following. The download here, I liked it. So once you highlight it, this capital letter A and small letter a means formatting on Quora. This is image. You want to add any image beside it, so I will click the formatting. I can set to bold. Alright, so as you can see, the text has changed, bold. And this one is for the link. This very one is for the link. Alright, this one is for the link. Okay, so that's the one we will be using now. So click this and enter URL, the link to that Google site, paste, and come down to this other side, click add. Alright, so we've added that, and the next thing you want to do is post. As you can see, we're going to click post. So it's posting, and I think it has gone through. So we're still waiting. Okay, you can see this message. Something went wrong. Wait a moment and try again. Just exit your answer. It has gone through, so don't stress yourself. All you need to do is just to go back to this is the question. All right, Sorry, guys. Sorry about that break. I forgot to switch my phone to do not disturb. That kind of disturbance. So the next thing we're going to do is, now you've actually answered this. All right. So click the question. So this is the question. You just refresh the page. You've answered the question. So as you can see, once you refresh, it will show something like you've written an answer. You can edit or delete it anytime. So let's go to that one answer. Now, about 15K persons, followers, subscribers, they've actually received an email notification that you've provided answer to this very question. As you can see, we already had a view here. As you can see, one view. So now, what do we want to test? We want to test what we just did now. So download here. So I'll just click this. Okay, this is going to take me to site.google.com. The same way it's going to take anyone clicking that link to site.google.com. So they will now click this box. As you can see, it will now redirect them to Google Forms. Now they will now fill the details. Simple as ABC. They will now fill the details. Which other this thing? Chat. Jet. I just remember the email. So that'll be chat. 1@gmail.com. So that's the email address. Okay. So download free ebook. Can you see? Don't forget we've already customized our message. Thank you, chat. Check your email for your free copy of the beginner's guide. If you do not receive this in your inbox, please check your spam folder. Simple as ABC. You have structured your message. It will help you generate a lot of leads. All right. So now let's go back. We're done with that. So let's go to cognito forms and let's go to check our entries. How many entries now? Can you see this is the third one? chatjet@gmail.com. Can you see? So guys, that's how you get data from these platforms and you can follow them up for your email marketing. Okay, you can follow them up for your email marketing, and so that you can know whenever they've purchased your product, you will know who is reading your email, you will know who is not reading your emails. Okay, for now, if for instance, if I go to my Gmail and locate that very account I used, as you can see it now, can you see it? It has delivered the one I just sent. Okay, so that is it. Beginner's guide on how to make money charge. So can you see? Musical tech. Simple as ABC. Click it to download. This thing I did not save it. Oh, I asked you to remove it. Remove it. I didn't save it when I did it then. So that was why we're still having it here. I have to remove that name after the subject. So guys, we've come to the end of this video on how you can create form and generate leads from these platforms, from any platforms at all. But now you can create forms to generate leads from this platform. So you can go to any of the email marketing platforms, you can import them on. Now let me show you how you can download from this platform. Now, what you want to do is come to action. All right, so you want to export all the feeds. All right, so you can see your export is ready for download. So can you see, if you open this file now, let's open WPS. So can you see, once you open this is the file you will upload on those email marketing platform. You upload them manually and you can start following them up because they've gotten the offer. So you give them some time before you start sending them emails. Okay, so here's what I have for you.